Welcome to Wisdom of the Elders Ministries monthly full moon ritual. I am Keira and this is Madeleine, and we are here to connect you through ancient traditions to your inner wisdom, to your soul purpose, and to give you guidance and support on your journey through life. So thank you for joining us today. It's so exciting to have you here. If you're joining us live or on the replay, do please let us know you're here. Comment below. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what brings you to join in our ritual space today. And share this out. Let your friends know we're here. You never know who might need a little connection, wisdom, healing in their life. And today we have a really amazing conversation around the Aquarius Full Moon, and then we're going to share a really special, unique ritual and some powerful breath work to help you integrate the energies of the moment. So I'm going to turn it over to Madeleine in a minute, but I just wanted to share what was really alive for me around this particular Aquarius Full Moon. Aquarius is the water bearer, and we as women, as humans really, are water bearers. We are carrying water through life. We are carrying water through the way we move through life, the way we walk through life. And Aquarius is actually an air sign, not a water sign. So I was thinking about how the air pulls the water through evaporation from the earth into the sky, into the clouds, where it condenses and comes back down in a purified form to offer us nourishment where we need it. And the more that we can utilize the breath and the movement of the body to keep our water flowing through our system, to have our circulation clear and open, the more we'll be able to turn on our natural healing capacity. And there's so much more depth and wisdom to really connect to in your own experience of these cycles and seasons. And Madeleine has some really powerful shares from multiple traditions that she's connected with. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you. And if you're enjoying this conversation today, participate, comment, share, and let us know how it lands for you.
Let us know you're out there and that we're just not speaking to the blue jays and squirrels that are running about behind us and above us. So, what I want to share with you is this is a very important full moon, because on Thursday, in the Jewish tradition, it's the day of mourning. Saturday is the day of comfort. And what is coming up next, the next holiday that's coming up in the Jewish tradition, is the day of love. And what this is in the Wiccan tradition is right around the time of Lammas, which is first harvests, and is when we are beginning to experience the deliciousness of the earth. And our own deliciousness is rising up. And so the other thing about the Aquarius full moon is it is about community. It's about how who we are influences beyond us. I mean, we are not just influencing ourselves and being our own projections. We are so in community that we are literally related. We are related to all life and to each other. And so Keira is not just my sister in this incredible process, but she is, I know, deep down somewhere way back, she is my family. And so is the tree. And so are the blue jays that come and eat the peanuts and everything. And so we are about reconnecting to the fact that we are not all in our own little boxes, but we are in this box called life all together.
So beautiful. So I want to invite all of you in right now before we dive into our ritual for today and share a practice with you. I want to invite all of you to save the date for October 28th to join us here at Wild Wisdom Temple. We have room for 10 women to join us in a live, in-person ritual healing mini retreat here, where we will be doing ritual healing practices and really connecting to this deep wisdom in a really visceral, hands-on way. And there's going to be a lot more detailed information coming later.
And
so
more
right
sharing.
right now, just consider saving the date to be here with us in Ashland, Oregon. If you are here local and you know you can be here, make sure you let us know you want us to save you a seat, and invite your friends. And now I want to invite, like we said before, Aquarius is an air sign. So I asked Madeleine if she would play her flute. I usually have my singing bowl for air sign moon rituals because the healing vibration that comes through sound is so powerful. And so I'm going to invite Madeleine to just intuitively bring through some sound as we drop into a healing ritual space and share some breath work. And then we'll wrap up the ritual with a beautiful feast of honey share that Madeleine's going to lead us through. So that's like a little mini taster of what's to come. And I'm just feeling so grateful for this opportunity to share energy in this beautiful space with the sun shining through the trees, the
And
bees
making it a little
buzzing,
hard to see.
the bees buzzing, the birds chirping, and these beautiful trees around us. And I'm so grateful for all of you who are joining us, whether you're here with us live or on the replay. Your presence is valued, is needed. The more that we can come into presence together, the more that we can connect with our inner healer and bring that to the surface, the better a world we're going to co-create together. And that's really what Wisdom of the Elders Ministries is all about, is coming together in community to make our world the world that we want to live in. So thank you so much for being a part of that. And I invite you now to connect to your breath. Allow the breath to breathe into you as if you are being breathed by that higher power. All you need to do is open and receive the breath.
I am doing a bad job of this playing along, but bear with me. We have not rehearsed this.
It's all impromptu. And as I welcomed the breath, the wind came up. So feeling how your breath is connected to the wind, to the breath of life, as if the earth herself were breathing with you. Connecting to the breath of the trees. And welcoming in a little bit of a deeper breath with each breath. And releasing on the exhale. Let's do some power breaths, and maybe we can rest the flute for a minute so we can really focus on the sound of the breath. The sound of the breath coming in and the sound of the breath flowing out. And as you inhale, Receive the breath into any places of tension, any anxiety or worry. And as you exhale, feel that you are releasing tension, releasing worry, releasing any burdens that you may be carrying through life. And allow the breath to move you. So with each inhale, feel a rising up. And with each exhale, feel a settling down. Feeling that you are being breathed, just like the moon pulls the waves in the ocean. The breath is moving you, moving your muscles into a place of deeper relaxation and of a higher vibration, so that you are energized by the breath, energized for all the challenges that life presents you, recognizing that you have all you need to face the challenges of life within you. And as the breath is breathed into you, receive this energy of Aquarius, of the altruistic being who brings her all to every situation, who steps into that place when she sees a need. She steps into her place, offering that higher service, being of service to the highest good in your life. What does that look like to you? Breathe life into what that service is for you in your life. Releasing whatever has been getting in your way of being of that highest good, of that highest service in your life. And we'll take 3 more breaths in silence, inviting that inner wisdom to come to the surface. What does the Aquarius full moon have to say to you, through you, in this moment for your life? With this 3rd breath, take it in even a little deeper, expanding the back, the sides, the front of the body. Hold at the top. And then softly exhale, settling deeper into an awareness, a presence of what is alive for you right now. Channeling that through you, feeling your hands come alive, ready to be of service to creating a better life for you, for your loved ones, for your community, and for the entire earth. It feels so good to be in community with all of you. And in this ritual space, I invite an awareness of the sweetness of life. The bees are busy because they are creating a sweetness, a honey, a nectar to share in their community. And we are creating a nectar of life by breathing together in community in this way. And thank you for sharing in this moment with us together. And thank you for sharing your thoughts, beautiful Jessie. So I absolutely agree. The beauty in imperfection is what we are creating here at Wild Wisdom Temple together, and being in the natural ebb and flow of life. And we are connecting to the music of the universe together here. And we each have a note to play in that music. And so I invite you to really tune into how does it feel to be allowing your inner vibration to come to the surface and share in the sweetness. And I invite in a connection to the ancestors, those on the other side of life, maybe those ancestors who came before, or those who were lost from our lives far too soon, and offering them a taste of the sweetness of life that you are enjoying still on their behalf, on your own behalf, and in service to this greater good. And going to turn it over to Madeleine again to share this beautiful ritual with honey. And as we share in this ritual, inviting in that you can connect the sweetness that you experience in life as an offering to sustain you through the times of bitterness, as an offering to those who may be suffering or struggling at this time.
I want to actually make a couple of little comments here. One is that I totally messed up with the flute, and that's part of that is that being alive is being imperfect. Messing up, part of being wild in some way, is not containing yourself, but risking blowing it, because that's, I don't know, birds don't worry about blowing it, and so neither should we. And I know a lot of women, particularly, get all bent up about how they look and that this is too big or too small or whatever. And so I wrote this poem for all of us. And for the fact that in this time of first harvest, and thinking about what you might be wanting to harvest from yourself and plant as well, because when we harvest, when the blackberries come, they're really happy we eat them, because then we poop out the seeds, and presumably that's how they procreate. So it's all part of this great process.
So if you eat the berries, be a bear and poop in the woods.
Anyway.
Sorry, I had to say that because it was just struck me.
Well, it's because
so
I have blackberries growing next to my house, and it makes me think of that. Every time I eat them, I say, I'm doing you a favor. So this is for everyone. I wrote this one, and it is called Feast. Feast. Too much. Who says too much? Wild black licorice hair, gingerbread skin, chocolate almond eyes, strawberry rose lips, honey breath, cantaloupe breasts, creamy persimmon nipples, watermelon belly, between ripe pear thighs, hidden apricot and open fig, dripping pomegranate nectar, and am I not altogether delicious? And I wrote that poem, and I really found it useful because I was at the gynecologist at one point, and she wrote this note, and I looked over her shoulder, and she wrote obese, and I thought, I am not obese. I am juicy. And so in this time of first fruits, first harvest, know your own juiciness, because as water carriers, we are able to be that juiciness that life loves.
Yeah, I love that poem. I could feel it. And so I really invite all of you to receive that into your cellular makeup, into your energetic beingness, that you are not just enough, but more than enough, and that you are overflowing with juicy goodness, and whatever way that shows up for you, embrace it fully. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Madeleine.
And then the other piece of this little honey ritual, it's very short, but they talk about on Lammas, which is the Wiccan holiday that this also is connected to, because the Jewish tradition and the Wiccan tradition are very close in some of the holidays because they're basically lunar calendars or solar lunar calendars rather than just solar, because they are more connected to the moon as we physically are also. And so we're supposed to, in this holiday, put a little bit of honey water out for the bees, but I wouldn't do it here because I'll get ants. But, and also to feed the wild creatures. And I do always put out peanuts for the birds and the squirrels every day when I do my morning prayers.
And you can also do a honey ritual with running water that I have found really powerful for inviting healing with the ancestors and healing with the ancestors of the land, to make an offering to running water of just a little bit of honey. That way it won't be inviting ants because it's in the running water, but it's energetically offering that sweetness of life to the ancestors, to the land. And then when I do it, I also taste it and offer it energetically through my taste buds, that sweetness. And so that is another way that you can do this beautiful ritual.
And the ants are wonderful. I just don't really like them in my house too much.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
they
are useful.
They are wondrous because they create these connections, that they create paths, they weave the net around the earth that holds us all. So this is what struck me as a fun thing to do. Oh, it says, when you eat honey, when you have honey, the enzymes are killed by metal, and so you should have it with a wooden spoon and not a metal spoon. And so, because this is Aquarius where we feed our community, we will feed each other honey. And you can vicariously
Yum!
Join us.
That was a juicy ritual. So if you want to come and play and get sticky and juicy and hands-on with your ritual healing practice, I really invite you to put that date, October 28th, in your calendar, because we're going to be here at Wild Wisdom Temple sharing in juicy self-healing practices and engaging in community healing together, nourishing our bodies, our minds, our emotions, our spirit, and really connecting with the land here. And we have just room for 10 beautiful women to join us. And if you feel called, if you're like, I want to be there, be sure to put that date in your calendar and comment below. Let us know. We're here in Ashland, Oregon. And if you aren't here local and you want to be a part of it, there's time to make plans and reach out, and we'll help you figure out the logistics, because we would love to have you joining us here live.
There's a lot of great places to stay here.
And it's a wonderful place to go into a more extended personal retreat outside of our mini retreat on October 28th. But we're so excited to be welcoming 10 of you here in person into our arms, into our circle, and into our healing space here.
And I want to also say that a lot of times people are being spiritual and they go, oh, it's about rising above, or, whatever. I believe that spirituality is funny. It is fun. It is connecting. It is not always deep and serious and very holy. And I think that that's what our focus is to recognize that spirituality, that connection is to joy.
I love that. So I want to wrap up our ritual in a little bit of a less formal way, an informal way, and just share a hug. So we will share a hug and welcome all of you into our hug because we love you. You are loved. You are needed.
You are held.
You are more than enough, and we can't wait to hug you and
there's
hold
only
you.
one of you in the whole world, and you're supposed to be there.
Yes, so keep on being you. Keep on being you. Let us know how this landed for you. Thank you so much for those of you who are here live, dropping your comments. We are reading them and connect, and it helps us feel more connected to hear you say things like the divinity of the feminine creator, sacred juiciness.
Yay.
And sharing your love. So if you're watching the replay, we are also excited to hear your comments and check in with them later. And we will see you next full moon live again. And some of you we're going to see on October 28th to share that harvest moon energy live in person and give you big hugs.
Yes.
Mwah. Until next time.
Yes.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.